right, you guys, welcome back. As always, I'm your girl, Candy Washington. And before we dive into today's Kiki, which is catching up on all things Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, the girls are working hard for the money. We have a lot going on, but before we dive in, you know what to do. Go ahead and like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss it when we go live. Also, be sure to share this with a friend because the Kiki is always better with community. And check out our description box down below. Join our newsletter. It is 100% free, and you get a free self-love guide and a ton of other goodies. So be sure to check out our description box. So with that, you guys, let's dive into our first story. So this is Garcelle Bouvet stepping the F up. I am proud of our girl. She is doing the damn thing. So she has been obviously doing a media circuit to promote her new movie for Lifetime about Black girls missing. And obviously, of course, to also promote, filming the new season of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And she is using that time wisely. She is clapping back at Lisa Rinna. She's putting her all the way in her place. I also think she very slickly confirmed that Lisa Rinna was fired. Not that we needed more confirmation that Lisa Rinna was fired. Lisa Rinna herself slipped up and confirmed she was fired, and we already knew she was fired. But there's a clip, and I'm going to play two of Garcelle's interviews, just clips of them so we can comment on them and dissect them, where I think she really confirmed that Lisa Rinna was fired, and she also really put her in her place. But first, let's go through the article from page 6, then we'll go through the reality blurb, and in between, we'll watch the different clips, okay? So this is from page 6. It says, Garcelle Bouvet says it's time for new after Lisa Rinna quit the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. As we all know, she was fired. Garcelle Bouvet is excited for the next chapter of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills now that it's Lisa Rinna less. The reality star, 56, sat down with Sherri Shepherd on her talk show Tuesday to discuss the latest cast shakeups. When asked how she felt about Rinna's departure, Bouvet said with a straight face, I'm good, period. You know what? Listen, I'm going to give her credit. She definitely came on the show and made her mark, but now it's time for new, she continued. Following Rinna's exit, she slammed the Jamie Foxx show alum and their co-star Sutton Stracke for their work ethic, or lack thereof. I think Sutton and Garcelle Bouvet are going to have a tough time because they're going to have to show up and work. The Days of Our Lives alum 59 told Interview Magazine last month. I did a lot of work because I'm a worker bee and I'll just do it. I'll say it. I don't have any fear, Rinna continued. If you're so liked, you're not going to want to do the work. When Shepherd 55 asked Bouvet how she now feels about that she's going to have to show up and work, the reality star clapped back and said, B, I've been showing up. The two women's on-again, off-again 20-year friendship was captured on the hit Bravo franchise after Bouvet joined the season 10 cast. The feud started after the pair got into it about Bouvet's decision to defend Denise Richards amid her drama with Real Housewives of Beverly Hills alum Brandi Glanville. After eventually mending their friendship, Rinna and Bouvet went back at it after Rinna threw a copy of Bouvet's memoir in the garbage. Since then, the ladies have seemingly been at odds, with Bouvet subtly shading Rinna following her exit from the series after 8 seasons. A day after Rinna made the announcement last month, Bouvet posted a video on Instagram using Elton John's song, quote, I'm still standing. I love it. Now, what this article does not mention, but I think is worth mentioning, and we're going to watch we're going to listen to a clip of Garcelle's interview with Sherri where she says this. But I think what is missing from this article is Botgate. I really, really think that whatever investigation, if NBC Universal got their act together and actually did an investigation into Botgate, we know that Garcelle said that she was independently going to do an investigation into Botgate, right? I think whatever came up in that investigation implicated Lisa Rinna. Do you know what I mean? I really think it did. And I'm confused as to why, Page Six, Reality Blurb, all of these outlets are just kind of acting like Botgate never happened now. I don't know. Maybe there's NDAs, maybe there's, a gag order. I don't know. All right, but let's watch and listen. Garcelle's snippet with Sherry. And if anybody watches this on the replay and the audio doesn't come up, it's because they probably try to do copyright. Even though it is legal under the copyright fair use doctrine to use clips for commentary, sometimes they try and go after content creators. So that's just a heads up if anybody watches this on the replay. But let's listen now.
Now, Housewives.
Yes.
You just started filming the new season. The show is now Lisa Rinna and Liz, okay? So what are your thoughts? She left the show.
I'm good. I'm good.
Okay, you good?
Yeah, I'm so good.
With a period on the end?
I'm so good, period. Well, you know what? Listen, I'm going to give her credit. She definitely came on the show and made her mark.
Right.
But now it's time for new.
Okay, that is absolutely true.
Time for new.
Well, Lisa Rinna is saying that now that she's gone, she said you, Garcelle, are going to have to show up and work.
Bitch, I've been showing up.
I done made the couch move. Good thing this is daytime and we can curse. I love it. Well, so you've been showing up. You haven't.
I've been showing up. That's why, me and Sutton are considered the favorites.
You are the fan favorite. Lisa Rinna List is not one of the fan favorites.
I can't believe you're calling her that.
Lisa Rinna List? Well, she's not on the show anymore. I'm glad to see you. Now you can go and be.
We're gonna have fun.
You're gonna be.
We're gonna have fun.
Well, okay, so this is what I was wondering. I know before you and Erika Jayne have been feuding.
Yeah. So
are you guys together now? How's it?
We're going into this new season, trying to be open and we'll see where we're going. It's only been a week.
Right.
We had our first...
Did you side-eye each other? Was it the little...
We side-eyed each other at BravoCon.
Okay, at
right.
BravoCon it was...
But I love you guys. You're so reactive. But, we're going... It's a new season. Let's go in. Let's see what happens. Let's see where we're going to be.
Oh, my gosh. I watch Real Housewives because of you, Garcelle. Because you keep your class and you can shade classy. I've never seen anybody shade classier than you. How do you do that?
I don't know.
And then you walk into a room and it's like when Garcelle walks in, she's like, I'm here.
I don't know.
Listen, I'm hyped. I'm ready for Garcelle. I'm ready for her to make her mark. I feel like she has a new confidence. I feel like, she was always confident on the show, but I feel like last season, especially after Botgate and everything, I think her confidence was shaken, which of course it would be. But I feel like we're going to get a more confident, sassier, sexier Garcelle, and I am 100% here for it, okay? Now, let's go into the article from Reality Blurb, and then I want to listen to another clip, okay? Because I do want to talk about Garcelle's new movie. I just don't want to talk about Lisa Rinna. So Real Housewives of Beverly Hills Garcelle Beauvais claps back at Lisa Rinna's diss and shares where she stands with Erika, plus she talks new movie. So this might have some of the same information, but I wanted to share it because it'll have more about her movie in it. Garcelle Beauvais shared on Sherry Shepherd's talk show on Tuesday where she shared her thoughts on Lisa Rinna's exit from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Amid production on the series' upcoming 13th season, Garcelle offered a shady response to Lisa's departure before noting that she and Sutton Strack are, quote, the fan favorites. Yes, they are. After offering an update on where she stands with Erika Jayne and dishing on her new Lifetime movie, Black Girl Missing. I'm good. I'm so good, Garcelle said on the February 28th episode of Sherry when she asked about Lisa leaving the show. Now, this just goes back into what we just watched, which is great, and all of that. Now, I also wanted to bring up the fact that she said that they side-eyed each other at BravoCon. Now, let's not forget, at BravoCon, Erika Jayne was still with Lisa Rinna. Lisa Rinna was still a viable option to come back to the show because she didn't get fired until, I think, late December, early January. So during that side-eyeing time, Erika thought she still had her sidekick, Lisa Rinna. Now, word on the street is that Erika Jayne is kind of on the outs with the cast, which would make sense. I don't know who would really want to hitch their wagon to her. And now that Lisa Rinna is fired, I don't know who she would really have as like an actual ally. So I'm interested to see what that dynamic is going to be like. I also say how they're saying that they're open. Again, I don't trust Erika. Everything going on with her lawsuits, the way she treated Garcelle in the past, all of that stuff, I get it. But I am interested in seeing what that dynamic will be. And I do think that Garcelle is going to be a much more open, more confident, brighter person now that, that dark cloud evilness is not all over her. Okay. Also on Sherry, Garcelle discussed Black Girl Missing, which sees her acting as the mother of a missing girl. As Garcelle explained, the film has a very important message about equality. So many times, Black and brown women and men go missing and nobody cares. Media doesn't give us the attention. The police say we're either runaways or we become the perpetrator. They're like, did you do drugs? Did you do this? And it's like, wait a minute, we're the victims. So it was really important for me to make this movie and get it out there, she stated. I'm really, really proud of it. I hope people go out and see it. I just think about it. You and I have a platform. You and I are known. So our kids will get that attention. But so many people don't get that, she continued. Garcelle, who partnered with the Black and Missing Foundation, an organization that provides outlet for families and helps them with the search, told Sherry that as a mom of 3 children, the production hit home hard. That's just the thing. Anyone can go missing, she explained. Also during the interview, Garcelle expressed gratitude for her second act in Hollywood. When I started in this industry, they said, over 40, you're done. You're a has-been. You're not going to work anymore. But here we are, shining strong, she declared. Black Girl Missing airs this Saturday on Lifetime. So I wanted to make sure I got in the information about Garcelle's movie, Black Girl Missing, because I think it's a really important movie. I love that Garcelle is producing and acting. I love the theme of the movie. And I wanted to also make sure that we're talking about good stuff, not just, the B Lisa Rinna. But now let's listen to this clip that Garcelle did. I think it was with either E! News or Extra, okay? Again, anybody watching on the replay, if the audio clips don't play, it's because they try to come after me for copyright. Even though, like I said before, legally I'm allowed to, they be getting really, really in their feelings about copyright. So just a heads up. But let's listen to it. And also, you guys, I want you to listen to what Garcelle says about Lisa Rinna and let me know if you think this is her slick, classy shade way of saying Lisa Rinna got fired, okay? But let's listen. Here we go.
You are starring and executive producing in Black Girl Missing.
Yes.
It's a movie on Lifetime.
I was pitched the story, and halfway through, I was like, stop, we're doing this.
I think my daughter's missing.
I had to do this movie. I had to because the subject matter is so important. And, the fact that brown and Black, people are not being seen when they go missing. It's either they're categorized as a runaway or, they'll show up eventually. And it's like, no, we need the same care as everybody else. We need to be seen, we need to be heard. And it really, I'm really proud of this movie.
You've done everything from sitcoms to dramas to, just everything. So what do you prefer? Do you prefer a script or do you like the reality-based television that you've been doing?
Well, it depends on the day.
Right.
It depends on the day. I mean, I obviously love scripted, but reality is really fun too. And for me, I don't have to go home and learn any lines, right? After work. Reality is really fun.
Well, we want to know what's going on in your love life because hilariously, Julia Roberts, I saw this story that you guys ran into each other and she's determined to find you the love of your
TikTok, Julia, TikTok.
Where are we with that?
I would love to know. Hopefully she'll come through.
Yeah, well, I'm all about manifesting in 2023. So what is the perfect guy for Garcelle?
Ooh, the perfect guy for me. Someone who loves life and is, full of life, energetic but spiritual, sexy but down to earth, a philanthropist. I would love that. And someone who can make me laugh and let me be me.
So I saw a picture just recently that you've started shooting again, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Tell me about the energy.
It really feels fresh and fun. We'll always have drama because we're all, independent, strong-minded women. But let's have fun.
Yeah.
It got a little too dark last season.
Well, speaking of which, how did you feel about Lisa leaving the show?
Okay.
You were okay with it?
Yeah, I mean, I think change is good. Lisa, you know, came on the show and she did a great job. She left her mark, right? But I also think change is good. No housewife is bigger than the franchise.
Did you care to respond about her saying that it's going to be a little boring? Because from what you're telling me, there's a lot of synergy and fun.
Listen, if she left on her own, why does she care?
Yeah.
What we're doing. Just move on.
Erika Jane recently said that she'd love to see Chrissy Teigen on the show.
I second that. She can cook for us, make us laugh, and put us in our place.
Definitely.
Okay, the only thing I did not agree with Garcelle is no Chrissy Teigen. Chrissy Teigen is crazy, crazy, tick, tick, boom, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, all right? But again, I get it. She had to be very diplomatic. She had to be diplomatic with the situation. Okay, now again, I just wanted to make sure to shout out Garcelle's movie, Black Girl Missing. It will be on Lifetime this Saturday. Kudos to Garcelle for producing and acting and all of that. And again, it's a really, really meaningful, powerful message. And I wanted to make sure to highlight that more than this Lisa Rinna stuff. But did you guys catch at the end when Garcelle said, well, if she left on her own, why does she care? Why doesn't she just move on? That's a slick way of saying, girl, you got fired and you're still in your feelings and you need to keep it pushing. Because when somebody says, well, if you left on your own, why do you care? You know what I mean? It's basically a slick way of saying you got fired, you're still in your feelings, and you just need to move on already. Because if she actually left on her own, she's saying she wouldn't be, continuously talking about us and our business and caring this much. If she left on her own, Garcelle, yes. Because like we always do over here with the Candy Cane community, we put on our Candy Cane critical thinking hats, and we listen to what people say. And when you really listen to what they say, you can figure out what they actually mean. Yes, Garcelle, yes. All right, you guys, before we dive into our next topic, dun, 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 you know what to do. Go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss it when we go live. And also be sure to share this with a friend and sign up for our newsletter. It is free. Check out the description box down below. So with that, you guys, let's go on to our next topic. Okay. So this one is about Kyle Richards. Okay, so Kyle is saying that the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills cast drama, well, she hints at Real Housewives of Beverly Hills cast drama after Crystal's birthday party and suggests that she paid for, quote, lowering her frequency as the cast reacts. Okay, let's get into it. This is according to Reality Blurb. It says Kyle Richards hinted at drama among the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills cast on Instagram on Monday as she shared a photo from Crystal Kung Minkoff's 40th birthday, which was filmed for the upcoming 13th season of the Bravo reality series. In the caption of a pic taken at Crystal's event in Hollywood, California, Kyle hinted that something had gone down between her and her castmates after the party before taking to her Instagram story, where she suggested she had lowered herself and ended up paying for it. Girl, Kyle, to quote your sister, because I'm not trying to body shame, I'm not trying to be insensitive to anybody with an ED. If there's any situation going on with an ED, please, get help and support, and there's no shame in it. But to quote Kyle's sister, maybe you need to eat some bread and you wouldn't be so mad. You wouldn't have such a low frequency, Kyle. Okay? Shout out to Kim Richards, Amsterdam dinner. All right, let's go. Quote, we were also happy that day, Kyle wrote on February 27th, also adding, IYKYKY, which means if you know, you know. If you know, you know. Kyle, girl, you just turned 54. Again, I'm not age shaming. Stop trying to be a millennial, okay? Stop. You're not. Embrace it. You're a boomer. It's fine. Be a boomer. If you know, you know. Girl, bye. Anyway, let's keep going. Following sharing of the post, Kyle was met with comments from her Real Housewives of Beverly Hills co-star, including Crystal and Erika Jane, who seemed to put an end to their feud at the bash as Erika was seen giving Crystal a kiss. All right. But we look damn good, Crystal noted. Now I got to go look up another acronym shared Sutton Strack. See, I like Sutton because Sutton knows her lane. She's like, listen, I don't know what this IYKY is. Now I got to go look this up. Who knows what the hell is going on? See, that's why Sutton and Garcelle are fan favorites, because they keep it all the way real. They have the light shade, the light tea. It's so much fun. Girl, bye. Anyway, let's keep going. Following the post, oh, that's right. Okay. In a comment of her own, Erika posted a cold face emoji. Although Kyle didn't explain what potentially happened between the ladies, she further hinted that something intense had taken place on her Instagram story, where she shared a message about paying for something and learning lessons. Quote, every time I lower my frequency to meet someone on their level, I end up paying for it. That's a lesson I really don't need to learn anymore. Rise up to meet me, her message read. Girl, and she quoted at awake_spiritual. Kyle, there is nothing woke or spiritual about you being in a sequined hot pink dress, trying to look like your daughter Portia, at somebody's 40th birthday bash, filming a reality show, talking about lowering your frequency. This is not Iyanna Fix My Life, sweetheart. This is not Oprah Winfrey Super Soul Sunday. This is not Eckhart Tolle, The Power of Now. This is not, Deepak Chopra meditation series. Kyle, shut the hell up. You're filming a reality show, and I get it. This is what I think is going on. We said this earlier before when they were posting the comments when they were at Dorit's party, and it was like, oh, so grateful for you, Dorit. Oh, thank you so much. This was such a great time. Oh my God, love seeing everybody. What a beautiful day. Everybody was posting that stuff, like Erika and Dorit and Kyle and Sutton and all of that stuff, because I think a part of NBC / I'll just say Bravo, even though I think it's coming from NBC, because they're the actual big head honchos, but I'll just say Bravo for the sake of simplifying and easiness. I think that's Bravo's strategy. They're really trying to hone in that this season is going to be lighter and fun. The girls are going to get along. Whether or not that is genuine, that all the girls are going to get along, I think it's their strategy given what happened last time. Even Garcelle was saying, the season got too dark and we need to just have fun. Kyle's like, we're just going to have fun. So I do think that is a part of their strategy. I also kind of think this is a part of their strategy. I don't want to say that I'm jaded or cynical, because I'm not. I'm not a cynical or jaded person. But I kind of wonder, are all of these posts, are all of these quote hints, are they all just like fake and planted now? Like, I'm kind of like, it's taking a lot for me to believe anything is actually like real. Like, I kind of feel like before it went really dark because they were lying and making up stuff, and it just went all the way down to hell. And now I kind of feel like they're lying and making up stuff to go the other way, to make it all like tea and light shade and rosy and like, oh, if you know, and oh, another acronym and oh, what's going on, and everybody chiming in, like I kind of feel like, has it really lost any of its realness? And later today, we're going to do a deep dive into an article in Rolling Stone magazine. They did a really good job talking about the Real Housewives, how it's lost its authenticity. So later today, we'll do a deep dive into that article because I really want to get into it with you guys. But just keep that in mind as we, talk about all this stuff, because I'm just like, rise up to meet me. Like, Kyle, girl, bye. Anyway, let's keep going. Around the time that she filmed at Crystal's birthday party, which was at least the second group event of season 13, Erika revealed how it's been filming the season without longtime co-star and friend Rinna, who exited the show in January after 8 seasons. Well, it's okay, she told TMZ. It's one of those things that we know is going to happen. So, everybody is a professional and life goes on. I miss her, but she's a friend of mine. Lisa has also spoken out about her absence from the show, saying on The Talk that there are certain things she'll miss about filming. I will miss that routine of having a paycheck. Side note, I think this is the most honest, if not the only honest thing Lisa Rinna has ever said. She's gonna miss the check. That I believe. Having money coming in. And I love those ladies as much as we all go through. I still feel like they're family in a lot of ways. I really do. She admitted The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills season 13 is expected to premiere on Bravo sometime later this year. Now, also, you guys, I also predict that Erika Jayne and Lisa Rinna are going to have some sort of falling out. I think now that the show has started filming again, I think that Erika and Lisa are going to have some type of falling out. And I think it's going to play out on social media. And I think it's going to play out in magazines, in interviews, and all of that stuff. Because I think that, like Garcelle said, quote, if you left on your own accord, why do you care? And it seems like Lisa Rinna still really cares. She's still out here trying to do the absolute most, shading people and clapping back. And like she said in her interview she did with Interview Magazine, she said, I don't get why I got all the backlash when what Erika did was very, very similar. I think there's going to come a point where Lisa Rinna is going to be like, I did, bad stuff last season, but so did Erika. So why did I get fired and Erika didn't? Well, we all know why that is. A couple of reasons. One, Lisa Rinna, you have been systematically evil for years upon years upon years. Even before Erika Jayne got on the scene, you were evil. Secondly, Erika Jayne does have the Tom Girardi fraud situation. That is a built-in, juicy storyline. We want to see what happens there. And third, it's clear that you were the ringleader. Erika may have done your bidding, but she did it at your behest. So Lisa Rinna, shut up. And I also heard rumblings that Erika was like in trouble or something was going on because allegedly she was trying to sneak Lisa Rinna back on the scene, like back in different, on the show in different scenes. And we had heard before, don't forget, that production was very clear. The executives were very clear saying, do not try to sneak Lisa Rinna back on the show, sort of like by default making her a friend of. Because how the ladies will be like, oh, we're having a party, my friend's coming, and it'll be like, Teddy Mellencamp, Lisa Rinna, they're like, no, don't do it. Which is, again, why I think whatever happened with the Botgate investigation, it came back to Lisa Rinna. Because they're going too hard trying to really X Lisa Rinna out unless it had something to do with Botgate. That's just my opinion, but obviously I always want to know what you guys think. Put it down below and let me know what you guys think about this situation all around. What do you think about Kyle always posting these, trying to be a millennial subliminals on Instagram stories? What do you think about that? What do you think about her saying she lowered her frequency and now she's paying for it? People need to rise up to where she is. To me, it's typical Kyle. It's typical Kyle always playing the victim, blaming everybody else, unable to take accountability, and she's probably feeling very isolated. She's probably feeling very, very isolated at this point, as is probably Erika Jayne, because who really wants to rock with Kyle like that? Please. So put it down below. Now, before we move on to our next story, which is about Kyle and Melissa Gorga and the Ozempic rumors, you know what to do. Go ahead and like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss it when we go live. And also be sure to share this with a friend because a key is always better with community. Join our newsletter in the show notes. It is free, and check out everything else we got going on in our description box. So with that, let's move on to our next story. All right, so this one is all about Kyle Richards and Melissa Gorga. So we have two articles to go through for this one. The first one is with Reality Blurb, and this is Kyle shading Melissa Because remember, Melissa went on Jeff Lewis radio and basically said, yeah, Kyle was probably on it. Oh, but she said she's not. One of those very backhanded things where you're basically saying, yes, I think she's on it, but since she says she's not, sure, we'll believe that. And then the next article is Melissa Gorga trying to clear her name, being like, oh, that's not what I said, blah, 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 blah. But we're going to go through it and we'll have our own opinions on the situation. Okay, let's go. So this is according to Reality Blurb. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills Kyle Richards shades Melissa Gorga for assuming she's using Ozempic for weight loss. Reacts to, quote, elitist claim as she's accused of taking drug from diabetics. Kyle Richards is taking aim at Melissa Gorga for assuming she is using the diabetics drug Ozempic to lose weight. Weeks after the Real Housewives of New Jersey star appeared on Jeff Lewis's Sirius XM radio show, where she admitted to thinking the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills cast member was taking the prescription. Kyle was met with even more speculation from fans on her Instagram page. It all started after Kyle shared a photo seen below, which she posted as she attended the 40th birthday party of her Real Housewives of Beverly Hills co-star Crystal Kong Minkoff. Dun, dun, dun. After posting the slideshow, Kyle faced backlash from critics who remain convinced that she's using the Ozempic drug despite her many denials. Now, this is the look in question. This is the look in question, her in the pink dress, and you can see how thin she looks. Okay, and she had posted some other ones, and they're on her Instagram story too. Okay, let's go. Or her Instagram page. All right. After posting, that's right. Ozempic body 100. Okay, and these are what the people said. Okay, Ozempic body 100%. You look beautiful, but just tell the truth. Your fellow housewives have told on you. It's not a big deal, but it is when you lie about it, one person wrote. Now, this is a sentiment that we've talked about a lot, where it's, you know what? Okay, when it comes to the Ozempic shots and the other ones like the Wegovy and the Mounjaro or whatever the hell they're called, I'm not okay with people taking those shots because it is taking away from people who are actually sick, people who actually have diabetes and they really need it. And that does two things. One, it jacks up the price. If there's a high demand for something, people jack up the price. And then it also makes it scarce for people who really need it. So it's harder for the people who are really sick to get it. So when it comes to that, miss me with the BS, okay? But if you want to get a zhuzh, if you want to get a nip and a tuck, you want to get some lipo, you want to take a weight loss shot that is actually, a weight loss shot and that you're not taking away from people who are actually sick, my personal opinion is knock yourself out. Your life, your body. Wouldn't be me personally, but that's okay. You know what I mean? We're all allowed to make our own individual choices for our own individual bodies. It's not my place to tell anybody what they can and cannot do with their body for anything, So my personal opinion is knock yourself out. You know what? If you want to do it, it makes you happy, knock yourself out. Hopefully you're doing it with a therapist, making sure you don't have body dysmorphia or anything like that. But you know what? Knock yourself out. Do you, boo-boo. It's your life, your body. Live, okay? However, I do agree with this that it's very, very irresponsible, dangerous, and detrimental when you are in a spotlight, platform, public figure, whatever you want to call it, and you lie. That is where I think you're really crossing a line. Because then the people who, for whatever reason, find you to be influential and actually listen to you and follow you, that is when you're really messing with their self-esteem, their image of themselves, the reality of can they, quote, attain what you have. Look at Kylie Jenner's lip kit. You have all these little girls running around, spending all their parents' money on this little lip kit. When Kylie goes to her, plastic surgeon, her little doctor, and gets injected lips. And then you want to look in my face and be like, buy my lip kit and you too can have these fake lips. No, you have to go under the knife for those lips. You have to get injections for those lips. So Kyle out here being like, I just work out 2 hours a day and I stopped drinking and I cut out carbs and sugar. When, in my opinion, and again, my opinion could totally be wrong, I do think she's gotten some help. whether it's Ozempic, whether it's liposuction, whether it's, M-Sculpt, whether it's a different type of weight loss supplement or shot or something like that, a little zhuzh. I think she did get some outside help that is not just diet and exercise. And I think that is what is dangerous. And that is what the true issue is. If you are taking an Ozempic-like drug, that's, in my personal opinion, it's horrible. Not only is it dangerous for you because you don't have diabetes, but you're actually taking away from real sick people. You talk about Erika Jayne's victims, but all the people who are taking the Ozempic away from people, they're also creating victims. Because if somebody has a illness, a life-threatening drug, and you take it away from them, you are now victimizing them. Is that a word? You know what I mean? It's really sick. And also, and I'll get off my soapbox after this part. Where is the FDA? Where is the Board of Medicine? Where are they? Why are they not cracking down on the doctors? I'm not talking about the celebrities and the rich people, whatever. Why are they not cracking down on the doctors who are selling this to them? That's nothing but a drug dealer. That's nothing but a drug dealer. Can I get a shot of this for this? Oh, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, come to my office, come here, come to our little, ladies who lunch parties and blah, 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 blah. That's nothing but a drug dealer. Somebody getting you a prescription drug that you do not have a prescription for, or giving you a prescription for a drug that you do not authentically need, that's nothing but a drug dealer. Why are they not cracking down on the doctors? Because quiet as it's kept, it's the doctors who took the oath to do no harm. It's the doctors that took the oath. You know what I mean? It's actually their job and their ethical and legal duty not to do this. Why are they not cracking down on them? I'm pretty sure if it was, listen, I'm not even going to get into it, but it's just really funny how certain people are allowed to be drug dealers. You know what I mean? You just got to look at it in a certain way. You guys know what I mean. Anyway, let's go. Dun, 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 dun. Then Kyle said, "This is not true," Kyle replied. And then she mentioned Melissa by name. "My fellow housewives never said such a thing." Another housewife from a different franchise, aka Melissa, stated she assumed I was, but then texted an apology to me, Kyle revealed. In her interview with Jeff, the Real Housewives of New Jersey castmate said, "I'm not going to lie. When I first saw her, I was like, oh, she's taking that stuff. And then when she denied it, I'm like, oh, okay, maybe not. I don't know. I didn't even text her and ask her." Meanwhile, Jeff confirmed he was convinced that Kyle was using Ozempic. "I think what she did is probably went off of it to be like, I'm not on it, so she's not technically lying," he stated. Now, that's one theory. And another theory we had, remember, was that she was taking something Ozempic-like. Like it wasn't like the brand Ozempic, but it was like a different one. You know what I mean? Like the Wegovy or the Mounjaro one or whatever the hell it's called. Okay. Also on Instagram, Kyle responded to a second critic who targeted her for supposedly using Ozempic and taking it away from actual diabetics. "Ozempic does a hell of a job. Unfortunately for true diabetes patients, they have a hard time getting the drug because elitists like Kyle and her cronies are taking it to look like anorexic geriatrics," the person shared. Wow. Oh, wow. "I don't take it and never have. Stop spreading lies. You don't know me," Kyle clapped back. This is the thing. Why is Kyle feeling the need to respond, to clap back, to set the record straight about every single comment? And I say random, and I don't say random disrespectfully, because like I'm a random person. Like, you know what I mean? If I commented on Kyle's thing, I would be random, because I don't know Kyle personally, right? So when I say random, I don't mean it disrespectfully. I just mean like a random person online. Why does Kyle feel the need to clap back and respond and defend herself to every single random question or comment or assumption about her being on Ozempic? Girl, your slip is showing, you're telling on yourself. Why are you this defensive about something you are allegedly not on? Why are you this defensive about it? Go in your gym, go work out, go eat a salad and some dried fish like you're posting on your Instagram stories, and just shut up about the situation. If you're not really on it, don't be on it and live your life and continue to do you. Why are you this defensive? You're telling on yourself. Let it go. Let it go. It's really bizarre. And Kyle, you have a lot of time on your hands. You have time to work out 2 hours a day and clap back on every single person on Instagram. That's a lot of time. That's a lot of time on your hands. I wish I had that amount of time. I really do. Anyway. All right. Now let's read the article where Melissa Gorga, and this is in page 6. Now she's trying to defend herself, saying she never said it. Okay. Now this is from page 6. Melissa Gorga denies saying Kyle Richards was on Ozempic. Quote, don't believe the BS. Side note, are you guys watching The Real Housewives of New Jersey this season? Like, I'm not. I just couldn't get myself to be jazzed into it. But shout out to the Real Housewives of the real Andy of Beverly Hills. Shout out to him. He's my friend and he's really cool. And he was like, no, it's good. You should watch. So do you guys watch? Let me know if you guys watch or not. I'm not a Melissa Gorga fan. I just feel like she's very fake. And I feel like she's a social climber. So I feel like she's trying to, well, let's go through the article. But I personally feel like she's trying to pull back on it because she doesn't want to lose her friendship with Kyle, because she feels that Kyle has money, Kyle has pull at Bravo, you know, and I feel like Melissa is a social climber. And don't forget, they were both on the Real Housewives of Ultimate Girls Trip together too. Let's go. Melissa Gorga is calling BS on claims that she said Kyle Richards was taking Ozempic. The Real Housewives of New Jersey star, 43, took to social media on Tuesday to clarify her comments that the popular weight loss drug was the reason behind Richards' toned physique. What's happening in the press? Guys, don't believe the BS. I never said Kyle Richards was on Ozempic, the Bravo celebrity wrote via Instagram story. I said she looks amazing at that. I said, hold on. I can't even say this BS. She goes, I said she looks so amazing that I thought she was, but she has totally confirmed that she's not. The girl is working for it. You want to talk about somebody kissing somebody's butt? Melissa, girl, my, have the mighty have fallen. You are doing a lot of heavy lifting to kiss Kyle's butt. Let's keep going. Gorga, who grew close to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star during the season 1 of Ultimate's Girls Trip, even tried to squash rumors that the two are feuding, saying, give the lady some credit. We are all laughing at this. We are good. Heart emoji. Girl. Initially, Gorga said that she thought her fellow housewife was taking that stuff after Richards made headlines over her ripped body. At the time, fans believed she was taking the latest Hollywood craze drug, which is intended to treat diabetes. However, Richards denied the original rumor, saying that her weight loss was due to her cutting out sugar, carbs, and alcohol. Sure, girl. Richards, who recently celebrated 7 months of sobriety, also called out Gorga when a hater once again accused her of lying about using Ozempic and mentioned a fellow housewife star who told on you. Listen, page 6, I don't know who's paying you, but I don't think that's a hater. Just because a person has an opinion or a comment that is not sucking up, excuse me, that is not sucking up to the reality star is not being a hater. So page 6, who's in your pocket? Richard said, this is not true. Blah, blah, blah. We already went over this. Okay. So what do you guys think about this? Okay. First, what do you think about Kyle saying that that the only thing she does is work out and diet to get her new body? Do you believe it? Do you not believe it? What are your thoughts? What do you think? Let me know. I personally don't believe it. Do I think that maybe now she's maintaining it through diet and exercise? Sure, whatever. But do I think that's how she got it? No. I think she got help. Either some type of weight loss drug, maybe Ozempic, maybe something else. some type of lipo, some type of M-sculpt. I think she got skin tightening. I think she got lipo. I think she got sculpting, and she was probably taking some type of supplement. And that's how she lost the weight so fast and so quick. Now maybe she probably has a nutritionist and a personal trainer. Because don't forget, when she's saying, oh, I just cut out this and I'm just working out every day, she also has a personal trainer and probably a nutritionist and everything else. You know what I mean? So it's still very different than like a regular person being like, I'm working out every day and I'm really being mindful of my diet. Doing that by yourself can get great results, and you totally should, because you deserve to be healthy and happy. But when people like this say it, behind them is also a full team of professional people who are trained to give them personalized meals and food, who are trained to, train their bodies and stuff. So it's not like that, It's just like Kylie Jenner. Buy my lip kit and you'll get my lips. Huh? Does your lip kit come with lip injections? Because a lip liner is not going to do it, boo-boo. A gloss is not going to do it, sweetheart. You know what I mean? It's like that. Anyway, put it down below. Let me know what you guys think. And what do you think about Melissa Gorga now really walking it back, being all up Kyle Richards' butt? I personally think Melissa Gorga is very fake and is a social climber. And I think that's what she's trying to do here. So put it down below. Okay. Now, before we move on to our next story, dun, 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 dun. Before we move on to our next story, you know what to do. Sorry, I got a little frog in my throat. Go ahead and like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss it when we go live. Also, be sure to share this with a friend, because a kiki is always better with community. And check out our description box down below and join our newsletter. It is free, and check out everything else we have going on in the description box. So with that, let's move on to our next story. All right. So this is about Brandy. Ugh, you guys. Now, this is the thing. We're going to get into why she's spiraling now and all of that stuff. And I have the video, because there is a video of it as well. There's a video of Brandy looking absolute crazy and just really sad. Now, this is the thing. I'm not trying to be a softie or anything like that, because I get Brandy has been very problematic, and we'll talk about it. But after I saw her in this video, I just felt bad. Like my heart went out to her. My heart broke for her. I hope she gets some help. I hope she has some form of support. I get what she did to Caroline Manzo was wrong. I'm not excusing that, but I just feel very concerned for Brandy. So let's get into it. Okay. So this is according to Reality Blurb. Brandy Glanville sparks health concerns as she looks unrecognizable in a new video amid Real Housewives Ultimate Girls scandal as fans react. Now we'll go through the article and then we will watch the video. I actually have 2 videos I want us to watch, okay? So we can then talk about it. All right. So Brandy Glanville has fans worried after the Real Housewives of Alum posted a video to her Instagram stories on February 25th. The reality star is seen looking extremely gaunt and seemingly slurring her words as she told her followers that she had been suffering from the stomach flu for 7 straight days. Hey guys, it's No Filter Saturday, I guess, she began the video. I've had the stomach flu for 7 days and I've been in hell. The Traitors contestant then went on to reveal that she was heading out for the first time since battling the bug to see, quote, her real friends. Okay. When these, quote, real friends are, who these real, quote, real friends are is up for debate. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, is up for debate, as Brandy has been at the center of controversy recently, as she was removed from the set of the 4th season of Peacock's Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip for allegedly making, quote, unwanted sexual advances toward her co-star, former Real Housewives of New Jersey housewife Caroline Manzo. All right, let's get into that a little bit. Just as a quick refresh. So this is what allegedly happened with Brandy and Caroline at the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip. So I'll say alleged because, got to. So Brandy allegedly was really wasted, out of her mind. She had been groping and kissing and touching Caroline repeatedly, and Caroline made it extremely clear that she did not want or consent to these sexual advances. What really took the whole situation, what really escalated the situation, was when Brandy and Caroline and I believe Alex McCord, who's a Real Housewives of New York alum, were in a bathroom together. Brandy locked the door. There was no cameras, but there was audio. She allegedly pinned Caroline up against a wall or a door or whatever, stuck her tongue down her throat, and was groping and touching her in her vaginal genital areas without her permission and without her consent. Caroline was so upset, she ended up leaving early because she felt extremely violated, as she should, and she wanted to process the assault on her own terms. And then eventually Brandy Glanville was also asked to leave. Now, on top of that, because Brandy is obviously her own worst enemy, when this broke in the news, Brandy went to her Twitter and was like, oh, consider the source, or you can't trust the source, something like that. And then she did like a poop emoji. It all, well, this the Peacock executives, okay? And remember, Peacock and Bravo are not the same. They are sister companies. Bravo does not own Peacock. So this is a completely different set of executives. Bravo and Peacock are both owned by NBC Universal. So NBC owns Peacock and NBC owns Bravo. Bravo does not own Peacock. That's why when you go on Peacock, you can watch Bravo shows, but you can also watch movies and other television shows and all this, that, and the third, other reality TV, all of that. Okay, so they're sister companies. So this is a completely different set of executives, okay? They were like, maybe you think you're still at Bravo, boo-boo, but you're not, and we ain't the ones. So when she clapped back at them, they clapped back harder. And they let it be known that Brandy also allegedly was sexually inappropriate with one of their producers. That she said in front of a lot of people, she yelled at one of the producers, so what, you want to F me tonight? She said the actual word, which is extremely inappropriate. You imagine you're at your workplace and you yell in front of everybody in the office to your boss, so you want to F me tonight? Because don't forget, this is still a workplace. They're getting paid, they're employees. And you don't have to just worry about the comfortability and the safety of the castmates, but you also have to take in consideration the safety and the comfortability of production, of the producers, of sound, of lighting, of editing, and all of that stuff. Think about what happened with the Real Housewives of Potomac when Michael Darby, again, I'll say allegedly groped one of the sound guys, one of the producers, whatever it was, on that show. He felt sexually violated when Michael Darby allegedly touched him. Let's also not forget about the Real Housewives of OC, when allegedly Heather Dubrow physically attacked one of the producers over there. Remember when Noella told it that Heather pushed him into the wall? And that producer consequently came out and said it was true. She did put hands on him, and he ultimately ended up leaving the franchise. Because unfortunately, until now, shout out to Peacock executives, again, who are not Bravo executives, up until now, it's been the abuse who end up by Potomac. So was Ashley. And the producer who he allegedly sexually assaulted ended up leaving the show. Same thing in OC. The producer that was allegedly physically assaulted by Heather Dubrow ended up leaving the show. But again, those are Bravo shows. On Peacock, they were like, not today, Satan. And they came out and said, well, you know what? Not only did you sexually assault Caroline Manzo, but you also was sexually inappropriate with one of our producers. And that's why you got fired and asked to leave. So consider that source. All right. We also know that in the past, Brandy has been problematic. Quick highlights of it, because we already know. She had slapped Lisa Vanderpump in her face. She tossed her wine in Eileen Bradley's face. She, in my personal opinion, lied on Denise Richards, which I thought was horrible. She's now thrown Kim Richards under the bus, trying to suck up to Erika and Lisa Rinna. Look where that got her. She's also got really wasted, and this is what she said. She was drunk and popping pills, blacked out, and was swearing at and cussing out her son's ex-girlfriend. At that time, both of them were just teenagers, so children. I think actually around the same age, like maybe like that 14, 15, 16-year-old age. She's done a lot of very problematic things. A lot of very problematic things. Anyway, let's keep going. She reportedly did not show up to film the reunion for the Traitors either. Brandy has been laying low ever since news about the alleged altercation got out, and the news clip has drawn concern and criticism alike from fans. I didn't even recognize her at first, one person commented, and we're going to watch the clip after this. Another believed that Brandy seemed, quote, out of it in the video. She seems like she's on drugs, pills, slurring, speaking slower than usual. I wonder what's going on. A third said, damn, she legit looks sick here. I'm not the slightest fan of hers, but I hope she gets better because she looks bad. Some fans compared her appearance to that of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Dorit Kemsley. People always play ding dong Dorit. I love it. I was like, what is wrong with Dorit's face? One fan quipped. Multiple others echoed the sentiment. One commented, oh my gosh, I thought she was Dorit. Another said, she looks like a smash up between Tamara and Dorit. Forget the stomach flu. Can we talk about the lewd incident? Pleaded a fan. Neither Brandy nor her team has commented on the reports. Okay. Now, this is the thing, you guys. I am not literally by any means giving Brandy a pass, but I do want her to get help. I do want her to get her help, and I'm really, really concerned. And let's watch the video, and you guys let me know what you think, okay? All right, let's watch.
Hey guys, it's No Filter Saturday, I guess. Saturday. I've had the stomach flu for 7 days and I've been in hell. This is my first outing. I'm gonna go see my friends, my real friends. Bye.
Let's watch again, and then I have another clip to show.
Hey guys, it's No Filter Saturday, I guess. Saturday. I've had the stomach flu for 7 days and I've been in hell. This is my first outing. I'm gonna go see my friends, my real friends. Bye.
Oof. I'm concerned. I don't want this to be like a Anna Nicole Smith situation or something like that. Like, it does seem like she's always been thin, but it seems like she's lost a ton of weight. She has the Britney Spears eye makeup going on. Her speech is slurred. We know that she's going through a crisis right now. You know, she was rumored to be going back to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, probably as like a friend of, but hey, at least that's something. But apparently that got squashed after what happened with the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip. You know, they say she didn't show up to the reunion for Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip. I mean, I'm sorry, for Traitors, but I have to believe she was not invited, because don't forget, Traitors is also a show on Peacock. And it's the same streaming platform that the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip streams on. So that is the same, you know, network, streaming platform, whatever you want to call it, right? So it's not a Bravo show, it's a Peacock show. So I wonder if she wasn't invited, given the severity of what happened. Do you see what I'm saying? So I'm kind of concerned. Let's watch another clip of her. Now, this clip is with her and Kyle's daughter, Farrah, okay? To me, Farrah looks really scared. She looks very concerned, like all of us. So watch Farrah's face and her reaction to Brandy, and then also watch and look at Brandy. To me, she kind of looks like a different person, like scary different. But let me know what you guys think, okay? Here we go.
You're a legit professional, unlike myself.
Yes, I think it's a compliment that everyone tells me I'm professional, but I'm also like, I don't always want to be that.
Oh, you're a wild child. I feel like
I'm a
I don't know.
Scorpio.
I mean, exactly.
Check out new episodes of Brandy Glanville Unfiltered every Friday right here from Straw Hut Media.
All the franchises, like all the housewives, just become a lot more self-produced, and we kind of lost a little bit of that reality. So people need to bring it back down to earth a little bit. I mean, of course, everyone wants to see the aspirational and the glam and the lifestyle, but to a degree, you're not going to wear head to toe Louis Vuitton every single day in real life.
Thank you. Thank you for saying that. Like, I'm like, no, thank you.
God bless the people that do that. But that's just not the reality.
Side note, did you guys catch that shade that Farrah threw at Dorit? Girl, I love it. I love it. When Farrah was like, yeah, you know, everybody, like people now are just faking their lives. Everybody's not going to wear head to toe Louis Vuitton every day. It's just not real. It's not the real life. Who wears head to toe Louis Vuitton every single scene? Ding dong Dorit. And because I don't think she was clapping back at Erika Jane. It just didn't feel a gut level. Because, you know, Erika Jane also likes to do that whole situation. But Ding Dong Dorit is really the one who likes to come like dressed up as like a monogram. She, you know, Dorit is a walking logo with all the bankruptcies and fake robberies and people coming after her. It's ridiculous. Anyway, I did appreciate that shade that Farrah threw. Maybe Farrah threw it because, you know, the rumors about Dorit sleeping with Mauricio. You know, I would throw shade at someone who was rumored to be sleeping with my mother's husband. I wouldn't be kumbaya with her, please. Anyway, so I want to know what you guys think, though. You know, what do you think about Brandy? Do we think...
Hey guys, it's No Filter Saturday, I guess.
Never mind. I tried to pause it just so we could see her face, but it didn't work. What do you guys think about Brandy? You know, are you concerned? Are you worried? Do you think she's on something? Do you think that maybe she needs to go to rehab or some type of wellness check? And it also goes into what we've talked about before regarding liability, you know, legal and moral. I think it's pretty clear Brandy has a problem with pills, with alcohol. And these shows basically pump these people with alcohol. Again, they're adults and they can make their own decisions. But at the same time, should these shows be pumping people with alcohol? People, particularly people who they know have substance abuse problems? I don't know. I don't know where the legal liability is. I don't know where the moral responsibility is. I know how I feel personally. Personally, I do think that there is a moral obligation for the shows to not pump them with alcohol, but a part of reality TV strategy is pumping them with alcohol. One person even said they would be like, oh, your call time is like 5 o'clock. And then they'd come to show up at 5. Oh, we have all these quote delays. Go get a drink, have a drink. Here's some alcohol, drink. And so they would wait until the people would be, you know, like a couple hours would pass. They'd be sloshed. Oh, guess what? Now we're ready to film. Go into the scene. So-and-so said this about you. So by the time they're filming, they're 2 sheets to the wind and they're already wound up because they have a producer in their ear telling them this person was just talking crap about them. So I don't know, like morally, I do think that there is a moral responsibility that if you know someone struggles with substance abuse, not to, I don't say you necessarily have to intervene with them drinking, but I don't think that you should definitely intervene if something is about to happen, you know, definitely intervene if something's about to go down 100%. but I don't know if you need to intervene with them drinking if they are the ones seeking it out. But to supply them with it, I do think that that is a moral issue. I don't know if it's a legal issue. I do know that in some states, I don't know if this is a federal law, but I do know in some states, you know, if I walk into a bar and I am blackout and I am wasted, and that bartender serves me, and then I go out in my car and I drunk drive and I hit someone, that bar, that restaurant can be liable, can be legally liable because they served someone who they knew was already drunk. You know, that's why bars have the right to refuse service. Restaurants have the right to refuse. A bartender has the right to say, you know what, you're too drunk. And actually, they're legally bound not to overserve people. There's also a situation where, I don't know if you guys are following like the murders, you know, with Alec and all that stuff. But a part of that was his underage son at the time, Paul, was using his brother's fake ID and his mother's credit card. And he went to like a convenience store and he bought booze underage. And then he went out and he was boating while drunk, crashed the boat. And unfortunately, this girl passed away. And now the girl's family and the other victim's family, they're not just suing him, but they're also suing his mother because she gave him the money. And they were also suing the convenience store because they sold alcohol to someone that they knew was underage. So they were liable as well. So there are, you know, legal precedent for if you are supplying alcohol to a person who either is already wasted or is underage, you are then legally liable for the actions that they take. So I don't know. I think that's a bigger question. It's a bigger question, but something to think about. But Brandy, prayers out. I know that what you did to Caroline was wrong. What you did to LVP was wrong. What you did to Denise was wrong. What you did to Eileen was wrong. I get it. You're a human being and you messed up a lot, but I don't want you to be hurt. I don't want anything to happen to you. I don't want you to be sick. I don't want something to happen to you. I want you to get some help. And I just hope you have people in your life who genuinely are looking out for your health and your well-being. And if you do, I hope you actually listen to them. So Brandy, prayers out to you. I want to know what you guys think. Put it down below. But before you do that, and before we move on to our next story, you know what to do. Go ahead and like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss it when we go live. Also, be sure to share this with a friend because a kiki is always better with community. And check out our newsletter down below. Join. It is free. And check out everything else we have going on in our description box. With that, let's move on to our next story, which is Miss Erika Jayne doing the absolute most. The absolute most. The absolute most. This is according to Reality Blurb. It says, Erika Jayne poses topless, addresses filming Real Housewives of Beverly Hills without Lisa Rinna, plus possibility of Chrissy Teigen joining the show, and hints at a new book. Well, if you do have a new book, I'm going to throw it in the trash, and I'm going to post it on Instagram, and I'm going to tag Garcelle, because you know what? Karma is a bee, and you would deserve it. Anyway, let's keep going. All right, before we get into the situation, do we think Erika is also taking these Ozempic shots? When her and Lisa Rinna was at, Paris Fashion Week, pretending like they were millennials again, even though they're not, everyone was like, oh, she's unrecognizable. She looks like Dorit. She's lost so much weight. Is she on Ozempic too? Again, I have the same feelings about Erika that I have about Kyle. I do think they're getting some form of help, whether it's liposuction, whether it's some type of weight loss shot, whether it's sculpting, whatever the case may be. I don't think it's just diet and exercise. I do think both of them are getting some type of third-party help with the situation, because Erika was never overweight. None of these women have ever been, quote, overweight. Absolutely ridiculous. But she was definitely more fuller figure. You know, she had been drinking, she'd been eating, she had been doing all that, this, that, and the third. She was definitely much more filled out, which I didn't think was a bad thing. She just looked like a woman. You know, she literally just looked like a person, like, which is fine. But I do think she's lost a substantial amount of weight, you know? Anyway, let's keep going. And side note, can they stop, and I mean literally stop trying to make Chrissy Teigen happen? Kyle said she wants Chrissy. Lisa Rinna said she wants Chrissy. Garcelle said she wanted Chrissy. Now, Erika, I can't. Stop trying to make Chrissy Teigen happen. Not a good look. She's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And if they, and this is the thing, if they bring Chrissy Teigen on, we're going to have to Diana Jenkins her. We're going to have to just let all of her past skeletons come out, and she's going to have to be exposed for all the weird, evil stuff she has allegedly done. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just Google Chrissy Teigen, conspiracy theories, children, Twitter, pizza. Just look it up, look it up, look it up. All right, here we go. Erika Jayne recently posed topless while hinting at another book, and she said, quote, "The gloves are off." Shut up, Erika. Nobody cares. Ugh. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star also addressed filming without bestie Lisa Rinna, and she declared it would be, quote, "amazing" if Chrissy Teigen joined the show. As many fans know, the new season just began filming after Lisa, perhaps the biggest drama stirrer in the group, departed from the franchise after 8 seasons, aka the chick got fired. On a recent Instagram post, Erika posted topless in the middle of her kitchen. In the photo, the star covered her breasts with her hands in hair. "Telemize that high," she wrote in the caption. After the photo was uploaded, many fans commented on the state of her kitchen, which appeared cluttered and dirty. Random items lined the counters, including an extension cord, which was positioned near the sink. Oh my God. All right. You guys are a mess. You guys are a mess. Listen, you guys, the reason why the extension cord is there is because she had, you know, a flat iron, a blow dryer, you know, stuff like that. You know how when you're getting ready with the girls and you have multiple things going on, you got to blow dry the hair, you got to flat iron the hair, you got to steam the clothes. Like, oh, anyway, let's go. My, have the mighty have fallen. In another topless photo, the star was in a crawling position with one arm covering her breast and her hair covering the other. Quote, "It's time to write another New York Times bestseller." She captioned the post, "Gloves are off and I'm feeling good." Erika Jayne, please shut up. Anyway, speaking with TMZ, Erika addressed filming the new season without Lisa. Wait, side note, if she does write a book, I really want the judges to garnish whatever money she makes from it to give to the victims. Because don't forget, she is still in a $25 million lawsuit because they're trying to get that money back that Tom Girardi and his, quote, firm had swindled to her LLC. So they need that money back because that was victims' money. She also owes over $2 million to the IRS. So she might need to write that New York Times bestseller to pay back Uncle Sam, and also depending on what happens with this lawsuit. Last I heard about the lawsuit, they were in settlement talks because she was like, "Oh, I demand a jury trial." But then it said that they were also back in settlement talks. I think the reason why they went back to settlement talks was because Tom Girardi and his son-in-law got indicted, and then they got arraigned. And I think after the arraignment, they were like, okay, well, let's talk settlement talks. But prior to that, they were demanding a jury trial, which was absolutely ridiculous. Just admit you got the stolen money, put a settlement offer in, and let's all move on from the situation. Anyway, let's keep going. "Well, it's okay," she said. "You know, it's one of those things that we know is going to happen. So you know everybody is professional and life goes on. I miss her, but she's a friend of mine." When the reporter asked about Kyle Richards' desire to have Chrissy Teigen join the cast, Erika expressed, "Chrissy's fun. She's a big fan of the show." Erika indicated that she hasn't heard anything about Chrissy's potential casting, which I hope is non-existent. When asked to send a message in support of Chrissy, Erika said, "Oh no, she should have fun, and she doesn't. No, Chrissy doesn't need the show." The star admitted, though, that Chrissy joining the franchise would be amazing. Girl, what would be amazing, Erika, if you put some freaking clothes on? Nobody wants to see this. Nobody asked for this. Please put some clothes on. Please, 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 please put some clothes on. Nobody asked for this. All right. Now, I want to know what you guys think. What do you think is going to happen with Erika Jayne and the ladies this season? You know, what do you think about... I really want to know what the dynamic is going to be. And to be honest, the two dynamics I'm most interested in seeing is the dynamic between Erika and Kyle and Erika and Dorit. Because at this point, they are the last of the faux Fox 5 standing. And I want to see if the dynamic of the faux Fox 5 is still there or if it really has been dismantled given everything that's happened. Given us calling them out, given the fact that Lisa Rinna got fired, you know, given the fact that Garcelle and Sutton are fan favorites and they are no longer sucking up to them, I really want to know what that dynamic is going to look like, along with the dynamic between Kyle and Dorit. I wonder if they're going to address the Mauricio cheating rumors. I need them to, like in a very real, petty way. I need the Mauricio cheating rumors to be addressed. Like, I just need them to. But I'm thinking they're not going to. I feel like they're just not going to go there. I feel like they're going to act like the rumor never happened. That's what I think they're going to do. They're just going to pretend like there was never this huge rumor going around that Dorit was having sex with Kyle's husband. I think they're just going to pretend it never happened. And that pisses me off. It really does. I think they should address it. It's another Robin and Juan situation. You can't have the biggest storyline happen off the show and not address it on the show and act like we're fools and crazy and we never heard this big storyline. It's the juiciest storyline. That's why my concern for the franchise is that they lied and made up stories and deflected so much that it went really dark. But now I'm like, are they lying and deflecting stories in order to fake it being light and fun and everybody getting along? You know, to me, both case scenarios, they're still being fake. And it's missing that authenticity. And we're gonna dive into that later today. I want to read that. There's a Rolling Stone article about the housewives and authenticity, and I want to do a deep dive into that, and we'll do that later today. But before we do that, put it down below. What do you think about this? What do you think about this photo? This is the thing. If you're going to Photoshop your face and filter your face, you should have just Photoshop and filtered the background. You could have, erased the background. We didn't need to see this whole situation. We also don't know if this is Erika's kitchen. This could also be somebody else's kitchen she's in. We don't know if this is her kitchen, right? It's just a mess. Like, if you're going, because I do think this is a filtered photo, all of that stuff, a little zhuzhing going on in the face. If you're going to take the time to Photoshop your face, crop yourself out of the background. Erase the background. Make it something else. You can do all types of stuff on the apps these days. Girl, get your life together. Get your life. This is giving desperate. This is giving thirsty. This is giving sad. Girl, bye. Put the gloves back on, boo-boo. Put the gloves back on. But I want to know what you guys think. Put it down below. And before we move on to our next story, you know what to do. Go ahead and like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss it when we go live. Also, be sure to share this with a friend because a kiki is always better with community. And don't forget to check out our description box down below. Join our newsletter. It is free. And check out everything else we have going down there. So with that, let's move on to our last story. This one is all about the ladies. All right. So this is about Crystal Minkoff's 40th birthday bash. Okay. Now it says Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Crystal Minkoff gets a lap dance and kiss from Erika at 40th birthday as Tracy Tudor Films. I don't know who Tracy Tudor is. I mean, maybe you guys do, but I don't know who she is. Anyway, let's dive in. And then I also have a clip that we're going to watch too. It's a clip of the lap dance and other photos from the night. Now, this is the thing. I hope that the ladies getting along and then having fun and having a kiki, I hope it's genuine. I hope it's real, because we're going to feel it either way. We're going to feel whether or not they're faking the funk because their bosses basically told them, you better get your act together, or you're going to be tossed to the wayside like Lisa Rinna. Or if it's a genuine, the ladies are getting along. And I hope it's a genuine, the ladies are getting along. That's what I really, really hope. Okay. Now, let's get into the article and then we will watch the clip together. Okay? Let's go. Crystal Kong-Minkoff was treated to a lap dance on her 40th birthday as cameras filmed for the upcoming 13th season of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Crystal was joined by tons of friends, including castmates Kyle Richards, Dorit Kemsley, Garcelle Bouvet, and Sutton Strack, as she was treated to her performance by a, quote, police officer and seemingly made amends with Erika Jayne. All right, now this is the thing when it comes to Crystal. Word on the street is that Crystal and Kyle are still beefing. And I think that Crystal probably told Kyle off or went off on Kyle or something like that at her birthday. And Kyle had been posting cryptic things on her stories, like, when I lower my frequency to people, blah, 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 girl, bye. But it seems like, this is what I think. I think Erika does want to make amends with Crystal. And I think Erika wants to be friends with Garcelle. For as much crap that Erika did to Garcelle, you know, being Lisa Rinna's little lapdog, I do think, and I want to know what you guys think about this, I do think that Erika genuinely wants to be cool and friends with Garcelle. I do think she wants that. Now, if I was Garcelle, would I be kumbaya with somebody who cussed out my child? I don't know about that one. But could I get to a place to be cool and cordial because we are colleagues? Yeah, probably. You know, but would I ever truly trust her? Absolutely not. But I do think that Erika wants to be friends with Garcelle. And I think Erika wants to get along with people. I also think Erika probably wants to go for Dorit and maybe also go for Kyle. I think the whole Fox Force 5 situation, I think that has now really dissolved. And I think that Erika's going to come for Dorit and Kyle. Like, why did her and Lisa Rinna do all the dirty work? Erika's reputation is, you know, garbage because of good reason. Lisa Rinna gets fired, and then Dorit and Kyle have been protected. So, I don't know. That's what I think. Anyway, let's keep going. Crystal got a lap dance for her birthday, where the caption of a clip shared by Crystal Green El Amin and reposted by Queens of Bravo on Instagram. Throughout the event, a number of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills cast members shared photos and videos from Crystal's birthday, including Erika, who posted a group image of the ladies of the show. Yes, that's me kissing Crystal Kong-Minkoff, she confirmed in the caption, seemingly confirming the two have ended their long-running feud. Happy birthday, babe. Again, and that is what is seen in the corner. The one with the flowers, that's the one with Erika kissing Crystal. Because again, I do think that Erika is going to try to be friends with Garcelle, Crystal, and Sutton, and she is going to go after Kyle and Dorit. I think she's going to want to expose Dorit and Kyle's many lawsuits, alleged fake robberies, cheating allegations, bankruptcies, fraud. I think she's like, you guys have kind of ridden on my coattails. Well, we're going to go into your closet. That's what I think is going to happen, especially because we know that Crystal and Kyle are beefing, right? Enemy of my enemy is my friend. Okay. In her own post, Crystal mentioned the rain in Los Angeles as she posed in a low-cut green dress with her hair pulled back into a ponytail and cameramen standing behind her. Thank you to my friends and family who bared LA's torrential downpour to come celebrate my 40th birthday. Side note, it has been insane in LA in the last 4 days. absolutely nuts. It's been flood warning, storms. It's finally clearing up. It rained last night too, but anyway, sorry. Here we go. I promise I'm done with my birthday, Crystal wrote, and thank you to the most talented designer, Yannick Machado Couture, for this dream of a dress. You are a genius, and I felt like I was floating even though I was in many pounds of beating. You brought a little Shanghai to Hollywood. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Dun, 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 dun. Happy birthday, Crystal calling Minkoff, and thank you, Claudine Keene, for stepping in as my date for the night, wrote Dorit, who shared a slideshow of photos of herself with the cast. In another pic, Dorit was seen with Claudine, the wife of Irish soccer coach Robert Keane. Is this a hint that maybe Claudine is going to be joining the cast, or maybe a friend of the cast? I gotta look into who this Claudine person is. She's gorgeous, by the way. I should have a pic of her. Okay, the ladies were also seen dancing. All right. In addition to the returning members of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills cast attending Crystal's birthday, Sutton's longtime friend Jennifer Tilly was in attendance, as was $1 Million Listing Los Angeles star Tracy Tudor. Okay, so that's who Tracy is. She's on $1 Million Listings LA, who has been rumored to be joining the show in recent years. Tracy Tudor was there too, confirmed Queens of Bravo on Instagram. Following the sharing of the pics, a number of fans expressed interest in Tracy joining the series. I hope Tracy joins as a full-time housewife, one person wrote. If Tracy joins the show, my year will be made, another proclaimed. Oh my gosh, I'm very excited at the possibility of Tracy as a housewife, added a third. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills season 13 is expected to air sometime later this year on Bravo. Now, I don't know about all that. I don't know about Tracy joining. I don't know Tracy that well. I don't really watch the Real Housewives or $1 Million Listing Los Angeles. But isn't she divorced and dating a young trainer? I don't want to sound weird, but like, I just want her actual housewife. Like, is it too much to ask that the next housewife be an actual housewife? Like, is that really too much to ask? You know, Tracy, go do a new show called, I don't know, Female Entrepreneurs Living the Life. Do that. But on the housewives, I just want real housewives at this point. Like, enough. But let's watch the video of the lap dance and everything. To me, it was kind of corny, but it's a good kiki. All right, let's watch. Oof, you guys, the ladies are working hard for the money. They're working hard for the money. Now, the reason why I said the lap dance was corny was because of this. One, the police officer, I thought he was hot. I thought he looked really good. Like, I was like, hello, it's not my birthday yet, but you can come over here, baby. The reason why I thought it was corny was because I hate it when there's like a lap dance going on and they're like, oh my God, this is so gross. Oh no, I couldn't. Oh, what do you mean? Oh, ew. It's like, listen, Erika was there with her hands up, acting all pristine. Erika, you are a stripper, girl. Get up there and strip with him. Crystal, you already admitted you worked at an escort agency. So why are you acting all cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs? Like, you are so put off by this. Dorit, now this was a blind item. And I say alleged, But there was a blind item, and as we all know, take blind items with a grain of salt until they are proven or disproven. But there was a blind item that Dorit was doing in my Meredith Marks legalese, quote, favors to get out of PK's debt. You can insert sexual favors the way we all did, you know, shout out to Real Housewives of Salt Lake City situation, to get PK out of his debt. So what makes it really corny and cheesy to me is when it's like, just have fun with it. Like, it's a stripper, it's her birthday, it's obviously a fun gag, it's a joke. When they're like, oh no, I couldn't touch him. Oh my God, no, blah, blah, blah. Like, stop. Get into it. Have fun. Live a little bit. Stop acting like you're the Virgin Mary when we all know all of them are not. That's what makes it corny to me. I thought the stripper was cute. I thought he was hot. I thought it was a good time. I thought he had a great body. It was the ladies acting like they had never seen a hot guy before. You know what I mean? Like, girl, bye. Stop. Just stop. But it did look like, other than pretending to be, you know, Virgin Marys, it did seem like they were having fun. You know, they were dancing and they were laughing. And so it's my hope that that is the genuine vibe going into season 13. I really want the ladies to genuinely be laughing and having fun, light shade, light tea, fun keys. You know, I'm here for it. I want to look more into that Claudine person to see if she would be a good fit. She's married to the Irish soccer player, so she is an actual housewife. So that's already a check plus for me. The Tracy person from $1 Million Listing, that I don't know why, but that's like a no for me. Actually, maybe I could see her in the OC. Her personality. I think she has a better personality for the OC. Because to me, she kind of feels like a Heather Dubrow mixed with Dr. Jen, if that makes sense. Anyway, this is what I think. But I want to know what you guys think. Put it down below. Do you think the girls really are dipping it and doing it and having fun and it's all genuine? Or do you think they now know that they have an assignment, and the assignment is no more darkness, no more going all the way down to hell. You better make it a light, fun season or else. Put it down below. And what do you think about the rumored people joining the show? You know, everybody from Jennifer Tilly to this Tracy person to Claudine to Chrissy Teigen. What do you think? Put it down below. And do we need someone? You know, at this point, we have 6 housewives. I do think we need another full-time diamond holder. I think 7 would be nice, and it would be like an actual housewife. Put it down below. And what do you think about Crystal's birthday bash? Are you like me and you're like, girls, put your hair down? Like, literally, this is what Erika Jane had just posted on her Instagram, and yet she was acting like she couldn't touch the freaking stripper. Girl, bye. Put it down below. And also, what do you think about the new, I'm not going to call them alliances because I really hope they're not alliances, but what do you think about the new friendships between Erika and Crystal? Do you think that it's Erika's plan to befriend Crystal, Garcelle, and Sutton and go after Dorit and Kyle? What do you think that's going to look like? Or do you think, no, full Fox 5 are stronger than ever, and it's going to still be Erika, Dorit, and Kyle against the rest of the group? Put it down below. Let me know what you guys think. But before you do that, you know what to do. Go ahead and like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss it when we go live. Also, be sure to share this with a friend because a key is always better with community. Check out our description box down below and join our newsletter. It is 100% for free. And check out everything else we have going down in our description box. So with that, you guys, I'm going to drop the link and take a couple of your candy cane questions and comments before we head on out. All right, I am just going to start very randomly. Steve C says Tracy is very thirsty. Yes, I got that same energy, Steve. And I don't really watch that show that much, but the episodes I have watched, I got the same energy from Tracy. That's why I was like, I don't really know if she's going to be a good fit. I agree. Hey, Strawberries and Candy. I met her years ago when I was in college with her dad. Tracy is that girl. Oh, okay. She's that girl. Okay. Steve says, you can see Erika is much thinner than she was last season. 100%. Foxy says, corny and laughing. Yeah, it seemed corny to me. Cancer Queen says, tacky. Fox is tacky and corny. Yep, Fox says, I heard that too. Cancer Queen, I believe it. Candy Dorit needs that money. Oop. Oh, I love you guys. Hey, Delilah. She goes, no rhythm. What the actual F was that? I know. And Garcelle, I love you, but none of them had rhythm. None of them had rhythm at all. Foxy's laughing. Hey, Jennifer Francis. Crystal is passive aggressive. She will accuse someone of ruining her birthday party. That is so true. That is so true. Woo. All right, you guys, we have been on here for over an hour and a half. I'm going to go rest my voice, but I love you guys, and we will be on later today because, again, I want to do that deep dive into the Rolling Stone article that came out about the Real Housewives, and then I also want to do Summer House and Potomac reunion part 2. Even though I am so sick and tired of talking about Potomac, I feel like this season has dragged on way too long. It's boring. It's stale. It's regurgitating the same old. We already know the situation, but I got some thoughts. Okay. I love you guys so much, as always. Thank you, Jennifer, smiling. Fox says, thanks, Candy. Oh, you guys are so welcome. I love you guys so much, okay? So have a good rest of your day. Hit that like button on your way out. Share this with a friend because the Kiki is always better with community. Subscribe because we got a lot going on. Also, you guys, if you're into self-care and wellness stuff, I have a ton of that content, a ton of self-care, wellness, soft life, all of that. So check those videos out right here on the channel and also down below in the description box. I love you guys. Hey, Delilah. He's sending a heart. You are so pretty, sweetheart. You're gorgeous. Jennifer says, thank you. You're welcome too, beautiful. Steve says, sending lots of love. I love it. Hey, Eileen. She's a channel member. Thank you so much for being a channel member. I really appreciate that. She goes, thanks for doing an early one, Candy. Glad I caught this live. You are so welcome. Yeah, I'm going to try and do earlier ones so I can do them more like this. I can get a lot of content in. We can come hang out for a couple of hours, laugh, kiki, and then have the rest of the day to just jam out. So I love you guys, okay? And I will talk to you later. Bye.
Welcome to Sugar Pills, a practical guide to self-care, where your host, writer, actor, and producer Candy Washington helps you live a more joyful life with a cheeky dash of pop culture news. Be sure to subscribe, leave a 5-star review, and join the conversation on Instagram @Candy Washington. Let's go.